When did a superior actually listen to you? The day I convinced my company commander to cancel a live fire exercise because I'd noticed our Afghan interpreter acting strangely, and it turned out he'd been compromised by the Taliban and was planning to get us all killed during the training. This happened during my deployment to Afghanistan in 2012 at Forward Operating Base Shank. We had this interpreter named Rashid, who'd been working with American forces for 3 years. He was reliable, spoke perfect English, and had helped save lives by warning us about IED location. But something felt off about Rashid during the week, leading up to a major live fire exercise. He'd been asking weird questions about our training schedule, equipment locations, and which officers would be present. He also seemed nervous and kept checking his phone. As a junior enlisted soldier, I didn't have authority to question an interpreter that officers trusted. Rashid had been cleared by intelligence and had a spotless record, but my gut was telling me something was wrong. The night before the exercise, I saw Rashid talking to someone on his phone in Pashto while standing outside the perimeter fence. When he saw me watching, he quickly hung up and acted like he'd been checking the weather. I requested to speak with Captain Rodriguez, my company commander, even though I knew he was busy preparing. When I explained my suspicions about Rashid, Rodriguez initially dismissed them. He said Rashid had been thoroughly vetted and had risked his life for American soldier. But instead of just sending me away, Rodriguez asked me to explain exactly what I'd observed. I told him about Rashid's questions, his nervous behavior, the phone call, and this feeling I couldn't shake that something was going to happen. Rodriguez listened to everything I said, then asked follow-up questions about timing and specific conversation. He didn't make me feel stupid for bringing up concerns about someone who outranked me. After our conversation, Rodriguez said he'd look into it, but warned me not to discuss my suspicions with anyone else. I figured he was just being polite. The next morning, Rodriguez pulled me aside and said he'd decided to postpone the live fire exercise for 24 hours, while intelligence investigated Rashid more thoroughly. 12 hours later, Rodriguez told me that intelligence had discovered Rashid had been compromised by the Taliban 3 weeks earlier. They threatened to kill his family unless he provided information about American operations. Rashid had been feeding the Taliban our training schedule, and they'd positioned fighters around the exercise area to attack us during the live fire training. If we'd gone ahead as planned, the entire company would have walked into an ambush. Rodriguez told me that my willingness to speak up had probably saved dozens of lives. He said good soldiers don't just follow orders, they also watch out for their brother. Sometimes the most important thing a leader can do is listen to the soldier who says something doesn't feel right.